Hello, heroes, and welcome to Kvell. I'm Jamar, a spiritual director here at Kvell, and I'm excited to sit with you once again to speak to you today about the power of grounding, the need to ground, to create a root connection with yourself and even with the planet. So why would we be interested in grounding? Are you familiar with this term, grounding? Grounding is the ability to be in your body in a more powerful way. So much of our life happens up between our ears, in our thinking world. And the intellect and the mind are both wonderful gifts. But the benefit of that grounding is that there's a wisdom in the body that gets anchored, and we want to be able to tap into that wisdom. There's a whole wealth of information that's immediately available when we ground. So grounding is nothing more than acknowledging and or moving your awareness more specifically into your physical expression of self, into your body. So grounding means that I feel myself sitting on this mat or sitting on this floor, and I have some relationship with it, so that life is not just happening up here. From the standpoint of manifesting, when I'm grounded, I can actually send out that signal of intention in a more powerful way. So it's just not coming from just my thoughts alone, but it's also anchored in the antenna that I know as my physical self. So how do we ground? Well, the most economical way is just to connect with your breath, to explore breathing diaphragmatically, to breathe down into your belly, to breathe down into your body. So let's put our hands on our belly and let's take a deep diaphragmatic breath with the intention of landing more in your physical self, more into the well of the body. So here we go. How's that? Do you notice the difference? I feel myself physically sitting a little more solidly. We don't add physical weight as much as we just open to the connection that's always there. We can have a connection with the earth. That's what gravity is about. And what does grounding allow us to do? It implies some limitations in our energetic self, which means if we're going to manage our daily output on any level, in relationship, in play, at work, in our expressions of creativity, that at some point, when we recognize that our battery is starting to run low, that we go ahead and meet that need. We're aware what our physical needs are energetic and emotional, and we pause to meet those. So that when we notice, oh, I'm running or depleted, that information comes from a relationship with the body. It comes from being grounded, conscious of what's unfolding, which doesn't mean what I need now is either more chocolate or more caffeine, and I'm for both of those, but more of an awareness of maybe I need to take a rest. Maybe I need to feel my feet on the planet, on the earth. Maybe I need to open a window or walk outside. There are many practices in our life that you may already be enjoying that are grounding by their very nature, and I'll speak to you about some of those. So massage, very grounding. It helps you and encourages you to be in the body. Sleeping is very grounding, napping as well, as you might imagine. Eating is a very grounding thing, and some of the heavier proteins are the most grounding. Independent of your relationship with meat, eating meat is a grounding experience from the standpoint of the lower chakras because it takes so long, as you well know, to digest. So you can make whatever choices that you choose around that. But just know that some of the heavier, denser proteins take longer to digest, so they help you be in your body and hence to be grounded. So being grounded is a simplifying effect, or has a simplifying effect in your life, because you deal with what's present. Here I am, feeling my feelings, having feelings, not just thinking about them, but present to the information as it presents itself. And the wonderful thing about the evolution of your spiritual gifts or your intuition and or some of your psychic abilities, those often come through the expression of your physical self. They show up in the body, and if we're just up here, sometimes we miss those signals. They may be as subtle as the butterflies in your stomach. That's a fairly common phrase. And then they move up there in a full expression of, well, it's kind of unique for each one of us, but definitely an unfolding that allows us to draw more and more on those resources. And grounding makes that possible. So it brings us back to our center, to the center of things, to the heart of things, to that relationship with self. So being grounded doesn't mean being limited. It's understanding the limits of your physical energetic output, the need to be in your body, the need to meet some of those needs, and to anchor yourself so that the choices that you make have a more impactful, more purposeful effect on your life. Those are some of the benefits of grounding. So there are certain crystals, if you enjoy crystals in your life, that have a grounding quality. And the two that immediately come to mind are tourmaline and shungite. Most of the black crystals have a grounding effect. Obsidian is another one that's a powerful grounding tool that helps your energy when it's starting to spiral out a little bit to come back and be available to you. So it can move in the direction you care to. So you can make decisions from that place of being grounded, healthy, connected. And so that ends our talk about the benefits of being grounded. And so I welcome you to heal and to feel and to be proud. The hero is courage, and the hero is you.